Okay, so chat told me that this new Openai video is amazing and that this new version is sick as fuck. So let's check out what the hell is this. Because I'm curious as fuck. OpenAI 01. Okay.
We're starting a series of new models with the new name 01. And this is to highlight the fact that you might feel different when you use 01 as compared to previous models such as GPT-4o. So as others will explain later, 01 is a reasoning model. So it will think more before answering your question. We are releasing two models, 01 Preview, which is to preview what's coming for 01, and 01 Mini,
So it's
which
a
is
beta.
a faster, smaller and faster model that is
Fair.
trained with a similar framework as 01. So we hope you like our new naming scheme, 01.
So what?
The
what
only
is
thing that
reasoning
doesn't matter
anyway?
is the naming scheme.
So
Not when it's
way of
bad
thinking
like
of
that.
Reasoning is that there are times where we ask questions and we need answers immediately because they're simple questions.
I know this
For
guy.
Example, if you ask what's the capital of
remember
Italy,
where,
you know
but
the
I
answer
know
is
how.
Rome, and you don't really have to think about it much. But
Yep.
if you wonder about a complex puzzle, or you want to write a really good business plan, you want to write a novel, you probably want to think about it for a while. And the more you think about it, the better the outcome. So reasoning is the ability of turning thinking time into better outcomes, whatever the task you're doing.
It's been going on for a long time, but I think what's really cool about research.
Okay. So, to talk in a nerdy way, they created another variable inside the way that the algorithm works. And that algorithm has a new variable, which is proof testing, right? They're proof testing, however you say that. They're proof testing the idea. So the AI is gonna do the logical conclusion, gonna get into an answer, and then it's gonna try to fault test itself. So it's gonna go like, in this scenario, and what 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 in this scenario didn't match 50% plus of the scenarios, then it's bad. Next one, and then it's gonna do that system again, more than 50%. Whenever it does that enough of times, and then it goes, oh, this idea actually is a success in more than 50% of the cases. Boom, spit that as the answer. That's basically what they're saying here, so you guys can understand.
Is there's that aha moment. There's that particular point in time where something surprising happens and things really click together. Are there any times for you all when you had that aha moment?
There was the first moment when the model was hot off the press. We started talking to the model, and people were like, "Wow, this model is really great," and starting doing something like that. And I think that there was a certain moment in our training process where we trained put more compute in our RL than before, and train first model generating coherent chains of thought. And we saw, wow, this looks like something meaningfully different than before. And I think for me, this is the moment.
Exactly what it said. Chain of thought.
When we think about training a model for reasoning, one thing that immediately jumps to mind is you could have humans write out their thought process and train on that. One aha moment for me was when we saw that if you train the model using RL to generate and hone its own chain of thoughts, it can do even better than having humans write chains of thought for it. And that was an aha moment that you could really scale this and explore models.
Applying machine learning, basically.
For a lot of the time that I've been here, we've been trying to make the models better at solving math problems, as an example, and we've put a lot of work into this, and we've come up with a lot of different methods, but one thing that I kept, every time I would read these outputs from the models, I'd always be so frustrated that the model just would never seem to question what was wrong or when it was making mistakes or things like that. But one of these early
That's what I'm saying.
O1 models, when we trained it and we actually started talking to it and started asking it these questions and it was scoring higher on these math tests we were giving it, we could look at how it was reasoning and you could just see that it started to question itself.
Reasoning is a big fancy word. It doesn't actually reason.
Wow.
It simulates reasoning. It's not actually reasoning, though.
It was just one of these coming together.
Big difference.
That was really powerful.
Still
Thank you,
amazing,
and
though.
congrats
I
on
still
the
think it's
result.
amazing. But there's a huge difference between you actually creating a sentient mind that can achieve their own logical conclusions without previous samples and testing and a lot of training, right? And a lot of bias created through those trainings on those answers, on those previous answers, and facts and everything. But again, love to see it. Love to see innovation in the area of AI. I love AI in a lot of ways, and I feel like people should stop judging AI so much as the end of the fucking world, and understand that it's just another innovation, just like all the other ones were. Just like the printer was, just like the camera was, just like the fucking movie was, just like, I don't know, digital painting, digital music, and everything. Just like a fucking hammer, you could say, or a fucking chainsaw too, right? So it is just a tool. It doesn't. It shouldn't have bias. It should just do what you want it to do, right? And if it does well, that's a good tool. So again, motherfuckers should really stop fucking hating on AI and start learning how can you adapt those and adapt AI as a whole into your job and into your day-to-day basis to make yourself a more efficient person, right? Just like you use your car or the train or the bus and you don't even think about it, right? Because it's about being efficient. Instead of just saying, you know what? Why would I use this fucking machinery to move myself through places? I have my own legs. I'm gonna walk it myself. Like, what? No, we're a civilization. We're evolving, whatever. I'm 48 hours awake. I'm sorry. And this is not my main language. But my point is, you gotta adapt to the times, right? And learning how to use AI is gonna put you ahead of the curve, right? Especially if you are an average person at your job or below average. If you're average or below average, learning how to use AI first is gonna make you ahead of the market. It's gonna allow you to keep your job. Doesn't matter what job it is, it's gonna allow you to keep your job, right? If you are above average though, you probably won't need that AI anyways, because you're doing so much refined, detailed type of work that AI is not gonna replace you, right? That's my take though. But again, love to see the new model, love to see the homies working, evolving, trying new things. They do kind of pump themselves up too much. I get it though. It's super hard to explain to a normal person how the fuck the machine thinks for itself and tests its own ideas, because it does that but not really. So it kind of goes out much more than it is, but still it is amazing. It is innovation, and I love to see, because I'm a fucking huge nerd. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it too, right? And if y'all did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, follow me on my Twitch, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Bye bye.